And today on Carport Custom, Flo is going to show you how to take my S10 taillights and clean them up all nice and pretty and stuff them in his truck.
If you look like garbage. They're all faded. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take some, probably some 400, wet sand them, 600, wet sand them, clean them up, take some clear coat, some 2K clear that I've got, 5-star extreme clear. I'm gonna mix a dab of black in it to darken this red up a little bit. We'll show you the process. If you don't want to darken your lenses and you just want them to look factory but new, follow all the steps I'm about to show you except for adding the black. You can do this for your headlights, your tail lights, your third brake light. Also, if you want it to be maybe like brighter red or something like that, you can mix in a little bit of red into your clear. I wouldn't advise doing any other colors. Cops can be yeah. So try to stay red. Even when you darken them, don't make them black because they gonna get you. Still want them to have a red tint. My niece or nephew was selling candy for school. Being a good potin, I just bought the whole box. All right, so I have these rolls of sandpaper that I get offline. It's for the DA. I like them because you can fold them like that. Well, youngsters don't know how to fold them. It's better if you don't get creases, so don't mess up your paint.
All right, well, that was just an example on how not to do it.
Yeah, don't do it like that. So fold them in half, get you a squirt bottle. I like to put a little soap in my squirt bottle. It makes things glide. Just give them a good wet sanding. We'll do them with 400 first, and then 600, and then we'll probably use some gray Scotch-Brite for the end of it. And then I'll show y'all how to prep them. All right, so I got this one sanded down with 400. Basically what you want to do is you want to dry it off, and you want it to look all flat. Make sure there's no raised places. You see right here, I don't know if it's going to pick it up, but you can see how it still looks kind of slick in there. It's not dull like everything else. So I need to hit that again, but I'm going to catch it when I hit it with the 600.
What is the difference going to be between the 600?
It's going to take the scratches out.
Oh, so
Yeah, so it's finer scratches. So you're taking the... That's why you go down in grits. You start at rougher grit, which is a lower number on your grit, 150, da-da-da-da-da. So we're at 400. Now we're going to 600. 600 is a finer grit. And all you're doing is basically taking out the scratches you put in it. You know, this is going to cause less scratches than the 400. And then your clear coat, of course, once you get, it's just fine scratches, your clear coat fills those. Little water with Dawn, spray her down, spray your sandpaper down, get the sanding. So wet sanding, it doesn't clog up your paper as much, makes your sandings a lot smoother. Clean your sandpaper, spray your surface down a little more, kind of clean the residue, the sand residue off of it. Hit it again, my bad. Oh, and just so y'all know, this is actually the first time I personally have ever done this. I've seen a bunch of people do it, seen some good friends do it. I've helped with it, but I've never just done it myself. I did just like you guys are doing. Watched a YouTube video on it and said, hey,
I'm going to try that.
I'm going to try that. There's been a lot of firsts on this channel for me. The roof I did on my OBS, that paint job, this is the first time I attempted that. Same thing with youngster's bike. So that's how we want it to look. I'm going to hit it with some gray Scotch-Brite. This is just going to iron out some of the deeper scratches. Basically, you're doing that. You're doing all this sanding and stuff to smooth these lights out, but to also let the clear coat bite. You can't spray a smooth surface. That's why I say you don't want no shiny surfaces after you sand, because any shiny surface, clear's not going to adhere to it that great. So I'm going to go wash this off under the water. I already used soap while wet sanding it, so I'm not going to use soap and water to clean it. I'm just going to go wash it down with just water to get whatever soap's left on it off, and then dry it, and then we'll show y'all the next step. Alright, so now we're going to mix up, going to pull it up, sipping. Anyway, I use 5-star Extreme Clear Coat 5185. It's a 4-to-1. A lot of people talk crap about these and say you need a 2-to-1. This is what I can spray with really, really good. If you spray better with some other clear coat, use that. If you are a beginner at this, this is a really, really good product for beginners shooting clear coat. 5-star Extreme Clear Coat. Here's the hardener for it. So this kit's less than or right at $200 for a gallon kit. Get you a mixing cup. If you look on the mixing cups, if you see at the top where it says 4-to-1, what that means is you go down here, your first pour is your actual clear coat. So however much you're needing, whatever number you pick first, whatever you fill your clear up to on the first line, whether it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever, then the second column, same number, pour it up to the that number with hardener. And then we're literally gonna add literally a drop of black in this. So we've wiped these down with a wax and grease remover. Most plastic you want to put on an adhesion promoter. I'm not gonna put adhesion promoter on these because I have seen people use adhesion promoter on them, and it literally like etch into the plastic so hard that it kind of screws it up. Then you'd have to sand it down after it dried. There is a clear coat primer that you can use for these. I'm not gonna use it. I'm going straight like it is. I've never done this before. So me, you, and youngster
About to find out.
about to find out. So let me mix this up real quick. Pull it up. Sip it on some scissor. Alright, find the 4. Go to the 1.
Hello. I'm making a YouTube video, dog. What do you want?
You're gonna be on YouTube, Brennan. Mixy, mixy. Take 1. Just do a little light coat on it. A little tack coat. Nothing heavy. We'll let that tack up for just a second. Now, when you're putting on a heavy coat of clear, you want to shoot you a little spot that you can test touch. Because how you know that the layer you just spread is ready for another coat is when you touch it. If you touch it and it strings up, it's not ready. Like, you need to be able to touch it. It'll leave a fingerprint, but it's not stringy. It's not gummy. So if you touch it and you see some little strings come off of it, it ain't ready. Let it sit for a little while. But that's when you're doing full coats. We just done a tack coat. We're going to wait a second, then we're going to hit it again. Keep your clear moving a little bit, especially if it's hot weather, because it will set up pretty quick. Got to put some more black in it. I don't know if y'all can see the difference on that camera, but they look a lot better than what they did just a while ago. Now, I'm a backyard painter, so there's going to be a little trash in these. Best thing to do, shoot, if you're doing this, shoot them a couple times, put you a good 3 or 4 coats on it, and then if you're worried about the trash, wet sand it, cut and buff it, Bob's your uncle, go on with your life.
While Lowe's over there playing with his phone,
TikToking, bruh.
we added black about 5 or 6 more times. Camera really don't do it no justice, but they are a little bit darker. They come out real slick.
Got a little trash in them, but...
Except for that one piece of trash right there. But it'd be alright.
Alright, so since we did the back, I went ahead and did the fronts too. They're a little darker than the back, but it's cool because they was amber and not red, so we'll throw some LEDs in them. They're probably a little too dark, but hey, oh well. We'll throw some LEDs in them. They'll be legit. All right. Well, it's been a couple days since we did the lights on the shop truck, Black Betty. I actually did do the headlights on this thing, so I'm gonna show y'all what it looks like. It's getting a little dark outside, so y'all can see what they look like, and then I'll turn the lights on and let y'all see how they shine through. The front lights did come out a little dark. Bottom lights, top lights look great though. You can actually see the bulbs inside again. I actually just wound up shooting the headlights clear. I didn't want to darken them up. I don't really like the look of dark headlights, but you can add black and darken your headlights if you want. Here's the tail lights. You can see they still look a little red, but depending on how the light hits, they'll look red or they'll look darker red. Show y'all what it looks like with the actual lights on. So with these tail lights, you can barely see that one on right now. Those are no LEDs in the back. make sure you get you some LEDs. So those fronts actually have LEDs. On these lights, you can see that it only lights up this area right here. There's only one bulb in that area. There's room in here for a bulb, but there's no bulb. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna order some 194 sockets, and I'm gonna put a bulb in right there. I'm gonna do one on the side probably too, so that it lights up the whole thing. So that is how you do headlights and tail lights. Any plastic light you can do that way. Just sand them down, mix you up some good clear, use your favorite clear. If you've never used clear before, get the 5-star Extreme. It's a really good, easy clear coat for beginners. I use it on everything. Have fun with it. Catch you on the next video. Remember, please like, subscribe, comment on these videos to help us. That way we can create more content. We got a lot more content coming, so y'all stay tuned.